Hello everyone, welcome you all in this session. Myself, Assistant Professor Deepak Gupta from LJ School of Law. Today we'll discuss on the subject of rehabilitation of criminals, and the topic of discussion is security for good behavior. Chapter 8 of the CRPC discusses about the provision relating to keeping peace and security in the society. Here in this chapter, the court will take or execute the bond with the offenders who are habitual or who have been convicted before, and they want to execute a bond with them in a certain situation for keeping peace and security. Here they can execute the bond with the execute a bond with surety or without surety from them for keeping security and peace. So in this chapter they are seeking security bond and peace bond from the offenders who may be convicted before such offences, or who are habitual offenders who are concealing their identity from the society or police. Then the court under their jurisdiction may ask to execute bond from such offenders to keep peace and security for a certain period of time. This chapter has been discussed about this executing the bond from section 106 to 110. So we'll discuss sections 106 to 110 over here, where they are going to take or execute the bond from the offenders in different situations. So we'll discuss the first section, section 106. This says that security for keeping peace on conviction. So 106 is different from the rest of the section, that is from 107 to 110. 106 talks about that the court of session or a magistrate of the first class may, at the time of passing sentence on a person convicted of certain specific offences, order him to execute bond keeping the peace for any period not exceeding 3 years. So here in this section, the court of magistrate or court of sessions court will execute the bond with the offenders during or while passing the sentence. That means during his conviction, they will sign bond from him that execute the bond. Then in future, when you will out from this prisoner, or when you terminate from your punishment, then you have to have to secure that you will be you have promised that you will keep security and peace in society. So in 106, while sentencing him or during his conviction, the court will pass such an order. So it is a power of court, if they think fit that they need to execute any kind of bond with the offender, then they can do it under this section. But 106, it says that during the conviction, during the sentence, while passing the sentence, they have to execute such a bond. Now this section also discussed about the offences for this can be execute such bond, or this offence is defined with this section. So the offences connection with the security can be as under like all the chapter 8 of IPC, that is the whole chapter 8 is related to peace and public tranquility, except section 153A and 153B or section 154. Any offence punishable under chapter of 8 of the IPC will come under this purview. Then consisting of assaulting, criminal force, or committing mischief, such offences also come under section 106. Then criminal intimidation, any other offence which caused or was intent to known to be likely to cause breach of peace. So you can see here mostly offences are related to peace and public tranquility. So if you have committed such offences, or you have been convicted for such offences, you might have to execute the bond with the court. Then passing an order under section 106 of the CRPC, it has to be seen not whether the person concerned did commit a breach of the peace, but whether they have convicted of an offence when necessarily involves a breach of peace. So it is not here that you have to be committed this crime, but if they feel that you likely to commit such peace or public tranquility, then you may have to execute the bond. So here it's all about the offences that has been described in section 106, which says that during the sentence of your conviction, who may have to execute the bond, and it is basically about chapter 8 of the IPC, that offences covered under public tranquility, and as assault, criminal intimidation, mischief. These are the sections where they may affect the peace and public tranquility. And it is not only that you convicted for the public tranquility, but if it is likely to you are breaching the peace, you have to execute the bond with the court. So you can execute the bond with the court with surety or without surety as per the court instruction. Section 106 sub clause 3 says that if the conviction set aside and that case goes for the appeal, then the execution bond will be declared as void. And subsection 4 says that this has the power of executing bond is also given to the appellant court or the high court. Now section 107 of the act, it reads as, when executive magistrate receive any information of any person that likely to commit breach or peace to disturb the public tranquility or to do any wrongful act that may probably occasion to breach of peace or disturb the public tranquility under subsection 1 of the section 107 of the CRPC, he will require to show cause notice why he should not be ordered to file execute the bond. So in 107, it is not likely that that person must be in a conviction, must be in the court is going to be pass sentence to him, but it is that if the executive magistrate in his jurisdiction receives any information that particular person is going to likely to cause public breach or public tranquility, then he will order that person that tell me why we should believe in you that you will not going to breach the peace or the security of the society of the public tranquility, and for that you need to execute the bond with sureties or without surety. That is about section 1 of the section 107. So basically section 107 is preventing the society from any kind of public breach or peace or public tranquility. Here they will execute the bond for the any offenders or any person who is going to be likely to affect the public peace or breach of the public tranquility. Then the court will execute bond from him and with surety, without sureties, and for this the magistrate has the power to execute the bond. And the magistrate can do that in their local jurisdiction in that area only. Section 108 of CRPC is all about seditious matter. That means anything is related to defamation or seditious, not defamation but seditious matters that may affect the public breach or public security. Then in that situation, executive magistrate again will execute the bond from certain person who likely to cause the public breach or by providing or by speaking seditious words to the society. So it says that when any executive magistrate receives information that there is within his local jurisdiction any person who, within or without such jurisdiction, in case any either orally or in writing or in any other manner intentionally disseminates or attempt to disseminates or bait to disseminate of any publication which is the punishment under section 124A or 153A or 153B or 295A, that all are about FSIMs and seditious matters related sections. So any matter related to concerning judge who acts or purports to act in discharge of his official duties which amounts to criminal intimidation or defamation under the Indian Penal Code. So anything which is related to seditious matter or defamation which may affect to the public tranquility or public peace, here the court may again sign the or execute the bond from that person that he will not spoke such words or he will not speak such words or disseminate such information in the society that may infringe the public tranquility. And that includes making, producing, publishing or keeping sale, imports, exports, conveying, selling, retailing to hire, distributing, publicly exhibiting any such matters, putting in circulation of any obscene matter such as referred in section 292 of IPC, and magistrate opines that there is sufficient ground for proceeding that then he may in manner provided require to such a person to show cause why we should believe in you that you will not going to disseminate such information, so he will file the execute the bond with that person. So this section 10, it's all about defamation, serious matters, religious matters, where you can speak about any religion matters. This is all about our absence matter. If any person is going to speak about religious matters or the serious matters against the state, or the defamation about any person, which may result into a public disturb the public peace or public tranquility, then the court will execute the bond with him. Section 109 is all about concealment of identity. If any person is concealing his identity from any state or in the police, and the local judicial or magistrate comes to know about his concealment of identity, and it's find that that person may be mischievous, or he is not he need to be reveal his identity, then the court will again sign or execute the bond with him, so that that person will keep security and peace in the society. He will not breach the public tranquility. Section 110 is all about habitual criminals. The criminals who are habituated to crime, for them, with them the court will sign the execute the bond with them. This of the section 110 includes the offences related to theft or kidnapping, abduction, who are habitual to these crimes. For with them the court will execute the bond, so that they will keep peace and security in the state for a particular time being. So this is all about the security for good behavior. In this chapter 8 of the CRPC, it says that from the offender, the court will take or execute the bond with them, with a person who has been convicted for the public peace or public tranquility, or who may be likely to cause public breach, or the person who is going to be disseminate serious matter, or who is concealing his identity, or the habitual offenders. From them he will take or execute the bond for keeping security and peace in the society. This is all about the security for good behavior. Thank you.